In this lesson, we will learn how to add more depth to our image. We need that depth because now the elements look a bit too flat, so we need to add more sense of space between them, and we'll do that by adding a little fog here and there. In the meantime, I added a crane structure there on the background ruin structure just because to add more sense of scale, and modified a bit the angle for this bottom right structure to close that angle even more and to balance the composition with an opposite diagonal line. So let's add that fog. Make a new layer just below the statue layer. Select a soft round brush, set the opacity to about 40% and pick a white color. Just tap here and there around the statue and see how quickly the background elements are being pushed away from the camera. Maybe it is too much, so adjust the layer opacity to about 70%. Now, I think it's way better. Let's do the same here, just in between our midground structures. Make a new layer and tap around the statue. Why tapping? Because we don't want that layer to be we want that layer to be transparent, so we don't want too much brush overlap. And here and there, perfect. Maybe it's too much, so adjust the layer opacity to 90%. Now we need to take care of those chains, because the far end needs to be pushed back. So select the layer transparency and hide the selection by clicking Ctrl H. Then, with selection still active, select the brush, select the color from the statue and draw on the far end of the chain. Now let's do the same with the second chain layer. Let's lock that fog layer to be able to select the layers underneath it. Select the chain, layer transparency, hide the selection and paint over. Just go back a bit, good. Now we need more details, so we'll add more chains. Select the brush tool and pick a hard edge brush, set it to 1 pixel and with opacity with 100% and draw some curved lines. Let's duplicate the first one and apply warp transformation to give it more variation. Now just adjust a little bit. Now select them both, merge them, and let's duplicate them. Flip it horizontally and find a new place for those duplicates, maybe in that area. Move the layer below the fog layer into the layer stack. Good. Now let's take a look on the foreground chained layer. There are some shiny highlights and I think it's better to remove them. So select the clone stamp tool and pick a sample from a flat area and start covering those shiny spots. Let's repeat that process and eliminate all the highlights. Just repeatedly pick and tap to avoid a smear and to preserve the texture grain. And here and there also. Okay, just a few left. Yes, I think we are done. Now, the composition has more depth and it is okay. So let's make more details in the next lesson.